What's going on, everybody? Ready for a little fun? We wanted to bring together a small group of friends here. Let me go ahead and just bring on some of our patrons we have here. So let me bring on Chris Bruno, bring everyone together. Rob and Troy. What's going on, Jim? And how are you guys?
Hey there, Judge. How you doing?
Good,
Good.
man.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Good stuff. Well, just want to say thank you guys just for jumping on. It's been a while since I had a live stream, so I was telling Mrs. Judge, I was like, hey, we need to do a live stream like now. She was like, what do you mean now? I was like, as in like Tuesday, let's get one going.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys jumping on. Just, hey, I want to have a little bit of fun, find out, what everyone's drinking, what you're looking forward to hopefully buying later this year, and kind of just, have a little bit of fun. So, I know what's in my glass. I start off with a little Russell's Reserve here. Can't go wrong with Russell's Reserve. So, what are you guys drinking though?
All right. I guess I'll start out. I just found the B batch this weekend, so I'm going to crack it live here. There we go.
Oh, there you
Awesome.
go. Congrats, Troy.
Yeah, these barrel proofs sometimes can be elusive here in Ohio, but I got this one this weekend. So.
Smart. Good man. Good for you.
Yeah. No,
how about you, Rob? What do you got there, Rob?
I got EHT small batch tonight. Little Taylor Tuesday.
Nice. Great choices. You guys are going with like all the big hitters. Elijah Craig, E.H. Taylor. Goodness gracious. You guys aren't holding back. All right, Chris, you got to bring us home. What do you bring? What are you sipping on right now?
Well, I'm just sipping on a sample of the Peerless Double O, and then I'm gonna move on to the Russells like you.
Nice.
And then I think I'm gonna crack open my backup John J. Bowman.
Wow.
That.
Oh, nice.
That sounds like a good plan, Chris.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
It is.
How do you like that that Peerless Double Oak, Chris? What do you think of that bad boy?
Delicious.
It's good,
it's
right?
It's almost gone. I'm about to swallow it down.
Love it.
It's really good. It's great, man. I appreciate it.
That's awesome. That's good stuff, man. It's too funny. Looks like Ronald. I've seen Ronald before, commented before. Ron, what are you sipping there, Ron? George Dickel 15-year.
So
nice.
Everybody that I know talks crap about Dickel, but man, I love everything Dickel because I grew up on Flintstones.
Yeah, that's a good bottle, right?
And for some reason, I love that taste.
Yeah, seriously. It's to me, when it first came out, I mean, a 15-year product, no matter if it's Dickel, I know everyone makes fun of it, like the medicinal cherry and all that stuff, but I liked it. I mean, especially like the higher proof one, I think the one like the 102 or 104, I think it was. I enjoyed it personally, so I thought it was pretty good. Did you guys any of you guys try it all? Sounds like Chris did, but what about you, Troy or Rob?
I have not tried the 15-year.
I haven't tried it either.
Hey Chris, looks like Hell wants to know which Bowmans are you enjoying there or about to enjoy rather?
Well, I've had all the Bowmans, but of course the John J. Bowman is the best. Now, if you could find, which I haven't had the Abraham, of course, because that's really hard to get. But I will one day if I'm willing to get up in the morning and go to the distillery and wait in the line.
Debbie, you hit the nail on the head, man. Sagamore. So I'm fortunate enough, I'm actually going to move over next. So Chris, our patron Chris here on the live stream, gave me a bottle of this one, which is a aged 7 years, a barrel select from the distillery. But they're double oaked. Debbie, you are right on, man. That is a hell of a bottle. That is a fantastic bottle. Absolutely amazing.
It's one of my favorites.
Can you guys get that out in the Midwest? So like in Ohio and Minnesota, can you guys get that, Rob, and Troy?
Sagamore came about a year and a half ago. So I actually just tried the rum finish the other day. I got a sample of that, and that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Delicious, ain't it? Oh my God. Sagamore hasn't made anything yet that has made me upset at all.
Chris, that's your favorite distillery, right? The Sagamore?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, just the feel of it. I mean, it's not, I'm not gonna say it's my favorite whiskey of all time. It's not.
Sure.
But it's in my top 5, and just what they're doing is it's something special, I can say. And I appreciate what they're making.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I mean, it's
this
delicious.
just started selling in Ohio. Penelope finally is here.
Okay.
I've been waiting a long time.
Got a little Penelope
'Cause-
action going on. Yeah, Penelope.
Exactly,
I
because
mean,
Judge, you gave me this little thing of Architect.
yes, sir.
I think I just got one of those, just like you. Huh? Yeah,
I love
Nice.
this barrel strength.
it's
Is
delicious.
amazing.
Nice, good stuff. This is a bottle I have not had. I'll be honest with you. I've heard mixed reviews on it, but I don't know. Copperwolf, let us know what you think, man, about this one. This and have you guys tried this? This Kentucky Owl. This is one I have not tried.
No, the prices are all over. I saw it at Costco for like $70, and then at Total Wine for $130. I'm like, what happened?
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I was like, wow, what's about inflation?
Same thing. I saw it cheap. I saw it cheap at Costco as well, and I was like, well, I wouldn't call it cheap. I'm just saying cheaper than everywhere else. But there's something that's just not drawing me into it yet.
Yeah. Ooh.
You know, for me, everything that's over $80, I need to have something special written in it for me.
Yeah, I hear you. Tony has a good question for us, fellas. So this is a tough one. I'm gonna let you guys weigh in. Which bottle would you buy between these two? Old Carter, $200, or trading for a I guess a Weller 107. What do you guys think? Woo!
That's easy for me.
Oh, I think he's saying that they want $200 plus his store pick.
Yeah.
Oh, $200
plus.
plus trading
I
for
get
a
Weller
Weller
107s all day long here. So.
Yeah, I would say no for me.
Yeah, you're lucky. That's Ohio.
Yeah, it's really strange. I mean, just about every weekend I can find a 107.
Yeah. I don't know about this one. Also, Tony, I don't know, man. That's a tough one for me personally. I might go with the Oak Carter personally. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. What about you, Rob? What would you do, Rob?
I would probably just take the Weller 107 store pick, but also too, I love OWA. So. Yeah.
Okay. See, you guys, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. All right.
Not as much as Troy, though. I know Troy loves OWA.
now, if he's asking about trading a 107 store pick plus giving $200, that's just a little bit above, I think.
Yeah, that I would not do. No way.
Yeah.
No way. If I was, I wouldn't. There's no way. No way. I agree with you, Chris. No way. Absolutely not. Indeed. Oh, we got Tony in the house. We haven't seen Tony in a while. Tony, so good to see you. Tony Wilson. We'll see also one of our fellow patrons. So we got to do a little. I got to pour some more to get a cheers for Tony. I'm gonna go with Sagamore because she's
cheers, Tony.
A Maryland gal. So I'm gonna give a little Sagamore love to her. Cheers to you, Tony. All right. So quick question for you guys. What are some like surprise bottles like this year? You're like, damn, I didn't think that was gonna be that good, or opposite. Damn, I thought this was gonna be good, but it's horrible.
I already told you, but this guy right here, I can't say enough.
Ooh,
I cannot say enough about this.
Is that the bare knuckle cast strength?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh,
everything I have is absolute garbage, but not this. This is something spectacular that I would never have expected. And that's why I kept on going out and getting more of them before the store pick ran out, and which is gone now. But I got plenty.
You're right. I agree with you, man.
I have a year's worth of it.
A year's worth. So that's a good point, though. That's a good point, though. So Chris, he's like, Judge, I got this bottle. He's like, I'm gonna send it to you. He's like, now the brand is not the best. He's like, but I guarantee you're gonna love this bottle. I'm like, what? So he told me what it was. I'm like, hey man, thank you for sending me that bottle, but you really don't have to. I was like, have you had that yet? Because like the normal small batch is pretty bad. Like, no offense, right, to the company, but it's pretty bad. But he's like, no, I got a store pick and it's phenomenal. And he sent it through the bare knuckle. That's that 6-year store pick. That was like ridiculous, insane. But Rob, Troy, what about you guys? What's one bottle that you're like, damn, this is like spot on, or horrible?
Well, I was fortunate enough to find the Michter's barrel strength at retail a few weeks ago.
Nice.
And I tell you, Judge, you've been pumping this one up big time. This is amazing.
It's like
this
the old
probably
logo. Never leave home without it.
This is probably one of my favorite pours of the year. Seriously.
I hear it.
And I got it for $99 here. So
$99 in Ohio?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. It might be time to move to Ohio, Mrs. Judge, if you're
well, again, you got to find it. That's the key.
You got to find it.
When you score something in Ohio at OHLQ, you're getting a great retail. The
Yep.
problem is getting it. You have to be in the right place at the right time. And I just happened to stumble across this on a Saturday morning. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Isn't Cousin Nita from Ohio?
She is, but
Oh, yeah.
the problem with Cousin Anita is that she does not like to wake up
There you
early in
go.
the morning to go to the stores. So I keep telling her, I'm like,
Yeah,
please,
I got that.
I'll whatever you need. You want, gift card to like, some like shopping for ladies, whatever. Sure, I'll get it for you. She's like, cousin, there's no way I'm getting up at like 9 in the morning to go bourbon hunting for you. She's like, 2:00. I'm like, 2:00. Everything's gone by 2:00. So unfortunately, not a big help as much as I love her. Ooh, Tony.
But I got to
good
say,
question.
Judge, this B batch is good from this year.
Yeah,
This is the first time I've tasted it right now. This is pretty good too.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got
That
a
is a
sample
good
of it. It's amazing. It's really good.
It is good. It's kind of got a little bit back to like the old school way of for Elijah Craig,
Yes.
where it's like nice and just deep and bold, right?
Yeah. Last
Really
year
good
was
stuff.
a little bit of a letdown, right? Lower
It was,
proof points.
yeah. 21 was
yeah.
it was a tough
Yeah.
year. I mean, it was decent, but it wasn't like what we
Right.
all love.
Yeah.
Have you guys tried the A122 yet for Elijah Craig?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You like it?
It was good. I think this B batch is a tad better,
Yep.
but I think that was amazing too. So
Yeah. Larson.
You're right. The B batch is better.
It is. It
Yeah.
is indeed. I would agree with you on that one for sure.
Yeah.
So Tony wants to know, what are you guys excited for now that we got bourbon season's right around the corner? I mean, you got like the start of football if you're a football fan like I am.
Oh yeah.
And then you also got bourbon hunting season coming up in like in just another month or two. Literally, it's going down. What are you guys excited for?
Man,
Well-
just a little bit of everything. I mean, it's so hard. I mean, a lot of stuff for me has dropped lately, so it'd be great to, hopefully find another Van Winkle or something, but
Yeah.
You said another?
Yeah.
He said another one. Rob has some good taste. Rob's like, I got a couple in the back. Just,
Another-
just give me an extra Van Winkle. I might be all right. I like that, Rob.
I'm looking forward to the Bardstown Discovery.
Which one? You want Disco 8 or 9?
Yeah, the 9. I want the 9.
You want the 9? Okay. All right.
I think the 8 is dropping shortly, right? I think they just saw it today, right? Or is the 8 out yet?
Yeah. 8 is like right here, like literally. And then 9, to Chris's point, should be here, right? I mean, pretty soon also. I think like next month. So I'm looking for it myself also. I mean, you guys know I love Disco. Disco, I mean, honestly, for me, all of them. I love, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is ridiculous, redunculous. So,
The best I've had. That's the best of all of them, in my opinion.
Which
7.
one?
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. That Cooper's Craft, that's amazing right there.
The Cooper's Craft, that is.
Yeah, I'm so
Ron-
thankful
Ron
that the
said
judge put
Cooper's
me onto
Craft.
that.
That is a good bottle.
It is. It sure is. It's absolutely fantastic.
$35 or whatever.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
it
got
is.
mine for 30. The bourbon judge put me onto it. Got mine for $30, and man, I couldn't be more pleased. It's just an amazing pour all day.
Cooper's Craft, you can't go wrong with it. Honestly, it's a fantastic pour all day.
But Judge, I'd love to find a Jack Daniel's 10-year.
Oh
yeah,
Next year's
Jack.
10-year.
Yeah.
Jack would be nice. Would be nice. I would agree with you. And answer this question for Kay. I have not had the 4-gate batch 21 just as of yet. Doing my best though to get it though. So hopefully very, very soon. Can't wait to try it and get it on the channel as well.
Judge, you're going to try to go after that 10-year 4-gate, or is that a distillery only?
Which one? There? You talking about batch? What? 20? Is that 20? Is that 21 or 22?
No, the new one that they're releasing. I think it's the 10-year Indiana or whatever.
Oh, the one coming up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my best. Chris and I were talking about this the other day. It's hard, right? Trying to get everything that we all want. So as long as Mrs. Judge is in a friendly mood and is allowing me to use my bourbon budget, hey, I'm gonna go after it all day long.
That's the key, isn't it?
That's the key.
Well,
It's all about
that's
making sure happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
Literally.
Hey, Judge, when I was out in Vegas, and hey, we happened to see each other, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But that Frey Ranch, just a small batch, I was pretty surprised how good that was. First time I had tasted that. I didn't bring back a bottle, but I plan to find one.
Frey Ranch is no joke. I'm a
Yeah.
huge Frey Ranch fan. I think, from a craft distillery standpoint, I think they're doing some great things. I wish they had more, I don't know, like more of a following, just because, they're a smaller brand.
Yeah.
They're, very hands-on. They do everything, kind of like a Starlight, right? They do everything.
Yeah.
There's no outsourcing, none of that nonsense. They do everything from start to finish, and I love their stuff.
They grow their own grains. It's an amazing story. It really is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I
It
need
really
to try
is.
the past strength version. We don't get it here, but yeah, I would love to try it.
Yeah.
Ooh, 16,
Mark,
oh boy.
Damn, Mark saying
putting down the gauntlet on that. Good thing
Those
we
are
didn't
fighting
throw
words
that
right
one out
there.
guys.
Woo, Mark is bringing the heat. I'm already sweating, Mark. You got me sweating even more. This is like Calumet 16. Well, Mark, if you do not like your bottle, feel free. I will send you my address. Just shoot me an email, and I will gladly take that off your hands for you.
I keep on wanting to go out and buy that, and I'm like, oh man, do I want to spend 150? Do I want to go out and grab that, or do I just buy 2 bottles of something else? I just can't bring myself up to do it yet. But I mean, you got me so close from your review the other day.
It's good, man. I will say, just for me, right, for my palate, I think it's a good whiskey. I love the blend itself. That's my response when I asked you guys earlier, like, what's a bottle that surprised me? I love 15, but I was like, I don't know if 16 is going to be just as good. Is going to be worse? Was I overhyped with 15? But I thought Calumet, they came strong with their 16 blend. I thought they did actually even a better job. I liked it way better than 15. So for me personally, Chris, I think it's good for me, brother. I really enjoy it. I'm definitely happy with, when I dropped my, whatever it was, $130, $40, I forgot the exact price point, but I was happy with it personally for sure. I really was. Indeed.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab me one.
Yeah, it's a good bottle. It's a good bottle. I think Ron wants to know, Troy, which Elijah Craig are you drinking right now?
I'm drinking the B batch from this year, B522.
Yeah, there we go. Some good stuff there.
No,
Good
this
stuff.
is really, really good.
Yeah.
And again, I just found this over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Troy, is that hard for you to find in Ohio?
If I'm persistent, it'll usually drop on 1 or 2 weekends. And if I'm there, I'll get it. The
Nice.
A batch I actually got. I had a friend who went to Heaven Hill, a few months ago, and he got the A batch for me. But this one I found at retail. So,
Nice.
yeah,
Sweet.
Yeah. This is good point. I do agree. I think Discovery is fantastic. What do you guys think though about Fusion? I like Fusion a lot. For the price point, I think it's a good buy. But what do you guys think about Fusion?
It's never done me wrong.
yeah.
I've only had some samples of a couple. I think.
Yeah, I've had samples.
We still don't get Bardstown in Minnesota, so I have to go over to the border to Wisconsin. So that's about 15 minutes away.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why there's no distribution here yet, but yeah, hopefully soon. So
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy
What do you
how you have to go across the state line just to be able to get something that why
Yeah.
can't you just sell it right there in your damn state? To me that just pisses me off.
Yeah, I got to go over to Wisconsin, so it's about I'd say 12 to 15 minutes. So it's not bad.
But you said you can find E.H. Taylor readily. in Minnesota.
Somewhat, yeah. The issue's been dropping, but yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's a tough one.
It's crazy how distribution works here.
Yeah.
It's all
Well,
over.
what else in your states is easy to find where it might be difficult somewhere else? I'm always curious about that. I love going to different states and just seeing what they have on show.
I would say
John J. Bowman in Maryland.
Okay.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
That's
I would
true.
say most Elijah Craig stuff is pretty simple. Lots of Buffalo Trace, things like that. So yeah.
Do you guys have a bottle recently that was a major disappointment for you that you're like, all right, not that you were so hyped up that it was going to be the best thing since sliced bread, but you're like, damn, this I thought was okay, but not what I thought it was going to be.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I do. There's a distillery I was really hoping for it to be okay, and it was Wiggle Distillery out of Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Yeah, it just didn't do it.
You were hoping, huh?
We were going to actually go visit the distillery because my family's from there, But I was able to find one here in Maryland for some odd reason, and I bought it, and I was like, gross. Damn, that sucks.
Chris, you don't hold back, man. I love it. Chris is always straight up. That's too damn funny. How about
That
you,
and
Rob?
the
Anything at all?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Anything for you, Rob? Anything that stands out? You're like, I can't believe this. I bought this, and like, this is not a waste of money, but like, it just didn't live up to what you thought.
No, I haven't cracked too many new bottles lately. I cracked 1792 12-year last week, but
Yeah.
Other than that, I haven't cracked too many new bottles. So I've got a
Yeah.
bunch to finish first. So
I hear you. So I'll go with Chris on that one. So in Delaware, we have our true only, let's call it local craft distilleries, a small. I mean, you guys may have seen the bottles out there. It's called Painted Stave, right? And I bought the bottle just trying to support my local Delaware folks, right? Trying to help them out, pay some bucks for a bottle. And I bought it, and I'm like, it's just okay. But at the $50 price point, I'm like, it really should have been closer to like, honestly, like maybe like $30,
Yeah.
I was just not overly impressed. It was just okay. I wish it was, a little bit better quality. One of those things where, you never know what you're gonna get with craft distilleries. Sometimes they're like, sometimes they're great. You just never know. You never know. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
One surprise for me, I think I showed this to you before, Judge. I maybe even sent you a sample.
Oh,
This
yeah.
Watershed.
yeah,
That is delicious.
I heard the
Did
Watershed
you like that?
great.
Yeah, that was like going like in 60 seconds. That was quick.
It's
It was real
120 proof.
quick.
This is their 6-year limited release, finished in apple brandy barrels.
Okay.
And this is absolutely amazing. So I think Watershed is up and coming. They've got a 4-year, which is just okay. But I think over time, you're going to see a lot of good things. They're right here in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh,
What's the MSRP on that?
This was $95, I
Because
believe.
you can't go wrong with apple brandy finishing.
Yeah. It's really good.
I don't know. I need to get to Ohio way more often. I need to see my mom and see cousin Nita, because I've never seen that Watershed bottle when I've been out there. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, this one they released for 1 week, and I think you may be able to still buy this at the distillery.
Okay.
But it's an amazing bottle.
Nice.
I think there was a comment down there, Judge, that somebody was saying there was a Bardstown collaboration that was just released.
Oh yeah, I just saw that one right here. I think that was who was that? Oh yeah, this one here. Yep.
Yeah.
Out in Maryland today.
I wish he could tell us more.
Chris is like, oh, what store exactly are you referring to?
Yeah, tell us more, please.
Oh man. So I didn't answer the question myself before. So we have fourth quarter coming up. The number one release. I know it's gonna be super hard to find, right? I get it. So I'm not getting my hopes up. I mean, hell, I'm honestly even happy if I can even get it at a bar. E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye. I can't wait to try that bad boy. Can't wait.
Yeah. No, that I would love to try that too.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If anybody can get a hold of it, it's you.
I'm gonna do my best. Begging, pleading, whatever I could do to get me a little, even just a sample of that. I mean, even if I can't get a bottle, right? It's super hard to get like really good quality whiskey out there. But even just like a sample of it, or even hell, just go to a bar. There's some really good steakhouses. I might have to get to a steakhouse and just try at least a pour of it, just to see what it's like. So
yeah.
Yep.
Who knows? We'll see. What's going on, CZR? CZR has been following the channel for a long time, so
Cheers.
much respect to you, my man. Good seeing you, brother. I think Tony had another. Oh, all right. What's this for Tony? Yeah, we were thinking the same thing, Tony, in terms of that the collab. She's like, the collab? Where? Who knows? We're hoping that we know what store is in, Tony, so we can all make that drive to Maryland. We shall see.
We want to know where.
Exactly. Here's one for you guys. All right. So Uncle Nearest early in the year they were putting out a whole bunch of single barrel strength products. I only have the 1856. I've had the 1884. Good products. Definitely enjoy them.
Yeah.
Have you guys had any of their single barrel stuff at all?
I'd love to
but
find
I
it.
would love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is even hard to find.
What is that?
This is just the 1884.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know what? This is delicious. I really enjoyed this when I tasted it.
They both are. They're great in my opinion. And you know what's funny is they disappeared off the shelves for about 6 months. You couldn't get them anywhere, but now they're flowing back, and they're just about everywhere now. At least in my area, they're
Okay.
just about everywhere.
A couple weekends ago, when I go in on Saturday, and they put the allocateds out, that was up with the allocated bourbons. That 1884. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And there was only a couple of bottles. Yeah, but I think it's delicious.
Getting hard to find a lot of good things out there. It really is. Yeah, I haven't seen any of their stuff. I mean, I have some friends down in Nashville, but you know, they helped me out with that Bell Me sample. But it's like, you know, I want to ask my friends like too often for samples, but I really want to try to get that that Uncle Near stuff because I know it's probably going to hit, you know, especially like the Tennessee market pretty strong.
Yeah.
Archie, what's going on, Archie? Oh, that's a bottle I don't
Trail.
That one too often. What do you guys think about Wilderness Trail?
I like Wilderness Trail.
There's
been some multi-picks here that's been great. They just released an 8-year that's only available at the distillery, or I believe so. Yep.
Yeah, I need to check out Wilderness Trail. I'm heading to Kentucky in a couple weeks, so I definitely need to check out Wilderness Trail for sure. It's been a while. It's definitely been a while.
You have your itinerary set up there, Judge?
Oh, it's well. Let's be very clear, Troy. My itinerary was set up, and then Mrs. Judge says, "Hey, I'm going to tag along with you." So now my itinerary is being tweaked. For anybody who's married knows that my itinerary is being tweaked. It's a work in progress.
So, Judge, what do you think about Heaven Hill? Obviously, I know you saw that was about 2 weeks ago when they announced Heaven Hill announced where they don't what they're going to put. I mean, I think that they did it probably for safety and security reasons, but I know they've got a lot of flack on it.
Rob, trust me, man. When I saw that come out, I'm like, what are the odds, right? I'm going to Kentucky like 4 weeks after this announcement comes out. And I'm like, now you're going to stop giving out all the great bottles first thing in the morning? I'm like, come on. I mean, it's probably for a good reason. So, you know, take away my own selfish needs and so forth. Yeah. I'm honestly it's probably the right thing to do. Maybe, you know, people are getting a little crazy. People get insane over bourbon, like insane over bourbon.
They do. It's crazy.
You know?
I know. I think when
just waiting in a simple line on a Saturday morning at a liquor store, it's amazing.
Yeah.
They said they had over 400 people outside for the Heaven Hill 17 that released, and they released that like 4 times. There's 400 people.
Damn.
I'm like
400 people for wow.
Right, that's what I said.
No way.
No. People camp out overnight, and it's like, you know.
No way. Not happening. Not me. You'll never see me waiting in the line with over 400 people. I don't care what the whiskey is. No way. No way. It's not happening.
A friend of mine went in North Carolina. He might be watching, but he went to a release and all his stores are ABC stores, and it was announced, and there was about 60 people there, and he was 32 in line.
Yeah.
So it's
32.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
So when the word gets out, the lines go. So
indeed. Yep. Ben, much appreciation. Much appreciation, by the way, Ben. Huge shout out to you, my man. Thank you so much, man. And you're right, that Michter's is definitely this is some great whiskey. You're right. I mean,
I'm all over this Michter's, man. Yeah. I'm gonna savor every drop of this bottle.
Whenever we travel, so I'll be honest with you guys. Whenever we travel, like, you know, my wife's like, "Oh, we're gonna go to such and such," right? I'll always bring a couple bottles with me. I'm always bringing a Michter's product with me, no matter where I go. It's coming in the suitcase. It's wrapped.
Yeah.
You know, it's coming. So no matter what,
I'm still looking for that rye. I'm still looking for the 10-year rye.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Ooh, that was going also. That's a great.
But I'll tell you what. The Michter's straight rye, just the normal, you know, $45 rye.
Yeah.
If you're making Manhattans, that's the one I'm telling you right now. I love making a good Manhattan.
Nice.
Yep.
And that Michter's rye is tough to beat.
Absolutely. Indeed. For sure. We were talking earlier about craft distilleries. So I want to get everyone's opinion. Are there any really good craft distilleries out there? They're like, you know what? This is actually pretty, they're making some good juice. Like the one that I think of, unfortunately, not from my state, down in North Carolina, a place called, I think it's called, I don't know the name of the distillery, but the bottle is called Conviction, but I don't know if it's called Conviction Distillery. I just happened to pass when I was in North Carolina, but that was a pretty decent bottle, actually, the Conviction bottle. But any local craft distilleries not just like in our like where you live, but like that you visited while you're traveling? Like, damn, they make some really good whiskey. Any out there?
I got one.
Well, for me, I got to stick with Watershed.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I think they're up and coming. They've got some great products, especially this bottle here. So they've surprised me, and I'm really excited to see what they've got going on in the future.
Yeah, I hear you. Are they the best for Ohio, by the way?
I
Because
think
Ohio has
locally
a couple.
here, we have Middle West Spirits. There's a few of them out there.
Yeah.
But this Watershed, I think, is doing some good stuff.
Okay.
And their master distiller seems to be all over it. So
okay, nothing wrong with that. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Wow, J House is disappointed with Yellowstone. Yellowstone, I think it depends on which one you get, like which bottle. They do vary. So if I had to agree with you on that point, I do agree with the fact that they do vary. Some are like, these are pretty good, and some are like, ooh, not good. So that I would agree.
The store picks are good. The Yellowstone store picks. I just got one of those. It was good.
Yes, no doubt, for sure. Good point.
Yeah, their annual release, like I think last year's, wasn't it like $100 and some?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. But Rob, I think you had a point earlier, my man. Keep going. What were you saying about like different distilleries and so forth, like smaller craft distilleries?
Yeah, we have a couple here. They're okay. Well, one of them is called Panther. The other one is called Tattersall. So I think Panther's, the highest they've got is about 4 or 5 years. So I've got a couple bottles of theirs. They're okay. So, I mean, we have a couple here, but it's going to take some time for that whiskey to age. But I think in a few years, they'll kind of put out some good stuff. So,
yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point. I like that. I like that a lot. Chris Bruno, I see you staring at some bottles. Something's catching your interest. You're like deep in thought.
He's always got something going on.
I got disconnected there. But Ragged Branch, now this bottle's not the greatest. It's a store pick. It's okay. But Ragged Branch is in Virginia.
Okay.
Now let me get this straight. Their cask strength stuff is good.
All right.
Not really much for their the lower proof stuff, but this one is it's 100 proof. It's on the lower side. It's not bad because it's a store pick, but it's not the greatest. But the distillery itself is doing good things, and it's a beautiful place to visit. It's in the mountains of Virginia.
Mountains of Virginia. All right.
Yeah,
So
Shenandoah Valley.
I have to try that one. I've seen their stuff before, especially when I was traveling. I think was I in South Carolina or North Carolina, somewhere. But I've seen that bottle, but I didn't grab it. It's one of those things you never know, right? So Mojo is apparently he said he's heard some good things about Watersheds, and Mojo's a Pittsburgh guy. Chris, I know you're a Pittsburgh guy from heart. Mojo is in
about
Pittsburgh,
3.5 hours away from us here.
Yeah. So it sounds like they're putting up some good stuff.
They got some Pittsburgh stuff over there.
Yeah, indeed. So speaking of barrel picks, so you guys all know we did the first barrel pick. So Woodinville, our pick should be in, by the way, in the next couple of weeks. So be on the lookout. The pick should be in for the Woodinville for all of us. Coming out very soon in the next couple of weeks. And I'm actually in progress of looking at pick number 2 and 3. So we'd love to get from you guys. Tell me a couple of different distilleries, like ones that I should really look at that you think would be for the masses, everyone would really be interested. Like, are there certain bottles, certain brands, or like, what, Judge, you really should think about X versus Y and so forth. We'd love to get your feedback.
Nulu.
Yep.
Nulu. I can't go wrong. This is the apple
Judge
brandy. I do love Nulu. All right, well, give me like 2 more suggestions, just in case Nulu is on a, let's call it on a wait, just in case.
Maybe Peerless, Judge.
There you go.
Ooh, that's a good idea, Rob.
Double oak, single barrel. Come on,
man. Oh man. Now you're just messing with my emotions. Dude, I love some Peerless. Oh
yeah.
Man.
But that double oak, it's amazing. I think Troy, were you having that earlier?
No.
That was me.
No.
That was me.
That was good. Bruno had it.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Well,
you get into wild turkey, Judge, and
ooh, yeah.
Ooh, all right.
Yep.
Hey, we shall see. All right, I sound like it. So you guys said Nulu, Peerless would be nice. I mean, those are both fantastic brands. Yeah. Nulu, Peerless. All right, so I'm gonna throw a couple things out there. What do you guys think about even keeping it home with Sagamore?
Look at Chris.
That's the one.
Chris is already
Let's do
dancing.
that.
Chris is doing a cartwheel over there.
Yeah, he's over there.
I love it. That's too funny. That is
too
funny.
Judge, I know how much you love Heaven Hill like me, so I don't know if that's a chance at all, but man, that'd be amazing.
That's too. Yeah. Heaven Hill. That's true. So true. They have some great products also. And I'm trying to think. What about like anything from? So we got Heaven Hill products as a whole. What about Luxro stuff? Anything from Luxro? Anything else?
Man.
Yeah.
Ezra, like Ezra.
Good.
Oh, Ezra, yeah.
Old Ezra. That's some good stuff too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
All right. So I got some
Starlight.
ideas.
Judge, Starlight.
Ooh, Starlight. Oh man, that's one. Ooh man. All right. So Starlight's a difficult one because I love their stuff. But Starlight, they're putting out like a new wine finish like every single day. So it's like, which one do you go with?
Right.
Like I was looking at their website. I'm like, I've never heard of this wine. It's like one wine that's like produced in like Australia and like the east part of Australia,
Yeah.
So it's like, which one do you go with?
They actually came out with a maple finish. Have you seen that? Yeah, I saw a store pick in Wisconsin. Obviously, I didn't get to try it, but I just saw someone post it the other day. So,
you see the maple? Yes. I did see the maple because actually one of our patrons, Blake, super cool. Blake Naylor sent me a sample of that. That was delicious. So that night I enjoyed the maple finish, and then Troy's the Watershed, the apple brandy. I was like in straight up like heaven. That was a good night.
Yeah.
Another one. I just got an email today from OHLQ that they're doing. Ohio's doing a Rebel, a special pick with Rebel.
Oh, with Rebel. Ooh,
okay,
nice.
I'm
liking what they've been putting out lately. It's like there's so many great brands out there and great products, from Nulu to Starlight to Peerless. There's so many great options, so it's like, which one do you go with? All right, this helps a lot though.
I got one more idea with Catoctin Creek. They're doing pretty decent stuff with their rye.
That's so true. That is true. I know who was that? Leanne, who's over in the UK, one of our other patrons. She said that she actually met that couple, Chris. They were over in the UK, like doing like a tour almost, and she said they're like the coolest people in the world. Have you been to their distillery?
Yes.
Down in Virginia? You have.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I guess let me if I can turn my old little laptop. I don't know if you see that barrel there, but that's my Catoctin barrel with all my Catoctin stuff. Since they're so close.
That's great.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
Chris got so excited he left.
Exactly.
I got two different. This is they do these special. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but they do this these special releases. And there's a band called Gore, and they're actually from where I grew up in Virginia. Either from Virginia, I want to say from Virginia Beach. Never really listened to them, but they themselves, I guess, came up with whatever all the design and stuff for the bottles. And they got these little cool bottle toppers. So I got one to open and drink, which I have been, and I got the other one for show. But
nice.
I try to get their special releases, but their rye is it's different than other ryes.
Yeah,
it's just got a
different little feel to it.
If you like rye, you'll like this.
You like that? All right. Well, I'll have to keep that one in mind as well. So Nate, I know Nate wants to try to join. So Nate, hopefully, I think Mrs. Judge sent you the link, my man. If you can, feel free, man. Jump on in. We love to have you. Definitely love to have you. So Mojo brings up a good ass point. Remus 6. Woo, Mojo.
Ooh, I can't wait for that.
Language.
The 5 was amazing. Oh,
5 was the truth. 5 was really, really good. Really, really good.
Yeah.
I can't believe we forgot about that one.
Oh, that was unobtainium to me.
Yeah.
I know. Did you try that one, Rob? You said?
Oh, yeah.
You did? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Good bottle, right?
Oh, killer.
I've never been able to put my hands on it or eyes on it in real life.
Oh, really?
No? Man.
Oh, Chris, it drops like water here. So when it comes, I can get you one.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can send you a sample of the 5 too if you want.
Dude, that'd be awesome. I've been looking for that Remus forever.
It's funny. Cool. I saw a Remus 4 on a shelf like 2 weeks ago. I was like, wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, Remus 4.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Just sitting there, huh? That's
Just
crazy.
There, yeah.
It's funny how like what's like available in certain markets that you sometimes you can't get in other markets. Yeah. It's insane. It's insane to me. It really is.
But also it's the price point too. I mean, it's kind of spendy, right? I think
it is
85 to 110. It just depends where you are, So
yeah, for sure. You're right. Larry went old school here, Larry. And let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with the good Pikesville, man. You can't go wrong with that product. It's affordable. It's delicious. It's like, I mean, it's just on point, right? It's on point. So
he just gave me an idea. That I was about to pour me the 2019 New Year barrel, but now I think I want some Pikesville.
Switching all up. I like that. Copper Wolf, much appreciation, my friend. Thank you, man. Yes, that EHLer is great. I wish I had it closer to me. Otherwise, I'd pour that right down myself. I'm actually going to finish this Nulu, though, just because it's right here. It is definitely good. Indeed. Absolutely amazing. Oh, man. Yeah, I can't wait.
Have you tried the Nulu Maple?
That one I have not tried. I've not tried the Nulu Maple. Is that pretty
amazing?
It is?
Yes. My buddy went to Kentucky and grabbed one for me. It was
I bet it is. I bet it is great. Doug has something against maple, I think. I think I may have changed his mind with the Catoctin, though.
Yeah, you may have. You never know. I'm open, Chris. I'm open. So J House is that's the collaboration that dropped, I guess, in Maryland today. This is the one, the Bar Sound Plantation. Yep. And
well, where is it at?
As well.
That dropped.
Where is it?
Yeah, this is the one that dropped. Yeah, Terrence, our other patron, Terrence had mentioned this as well. He shot me a text. He was like, "Hey, Judge, is this one is the one that dropped today?" Terrence knows it all. He's like, Terrence has like sometimes like a map or something. He has like a map of like what's going on and like because he lives in PA, but he knows what's going on in Maryland, Jersey, Delaware. He knows things even before me. I'm like, how'd you find that out? It's crazy. That's good stuff. All right. So that one's there. All right. We shall see. Yep. So we gave the update. Hopefully, yep. So we should be seeing that Woodinville pick very soon. So as soon as we get it, I'll send out the communication to all of our patrons, and then whatever's left over after our patrons get it, then we'll obviously give it up to everyone else, all of our subscribers, and the rest of the our bourbon family. So
I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, me too.
Is this your first pick?
It's the first pick. Wow. Yeah, Woodinville is the first one. So I wanted to come strong with the good one, and a lot of you guys helped to pick that bad boy. Yeah, cheers to that. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Is there going to be a limit? Buy two?
Only one for you, Chris.
Chris, you can't buy them all.
Yeah, right? Chris, you're cut off.
You got to leave one for us.
Yeah.
But I know how good it is, so I definitely want more than one.
Yeah.
That's too funny. That is good stuff. No limit. And then whatever we have left over, we'll obviously, everyone else, all of our subscribers, all our other friends out there can definitely grab some bottles as well. But no limit at all, Chris. Don't worry, man. No limit at all. You are good. You're good. All right. So Nate's drinking some Cooper Strath as well. That's a great pour, man. That's like I have it somewhere around here. I don't know where the hell it is, but that's like a hidden gem in my opinion. It really is, man.
That's Brown-Forman, right?
Yeah, it's Brown-Forman.
Yep.
That is a hidden gem, right?
Nulu toasted barrel, man. That's amazing. I love
$30.
Oh, I love that too. I like that too. I got one of them right there. It's good.
Yeah,
good stuff, man. It is delicious. Yeah. It is delicious.
Everything Nulu's been putting out is amazing.
Yeah. So Deuce brings up a good point, and I get it, Deuce. You're right. A lot of bottles this year, price has gone up, right? A lot. And I would agree, $64 is a bit too much for the 1856. When I bought 1856, which I think the first time was because I had two bottles of it. I'm on my second bottle now. When I bought both of them though, in the same like 3 month span, it was like $48, $49. So if it's up to $64 where you live, I kind of agree with you. I don't know. I kind of agree with you on that one. I do. That's a good point. That's a good point. You're right. You are spot on. Oh, here's Nate. My man Nate's coming in. All right, let's go ahead and welcome him. Let's get him added in here real quick. Let me see if we can get him on here real quick. I think he's just getting set up real quick. All right, we'll give him a second. So what else? Yeah, we have trying to get Nate on, but no. Maybe there we go. He was on for a second. Did you guys see him?
Yeah.
I saw him for a quick second.
Yeah, he popped in and
Yeah, he popped in and then he popped out. All right, we'll get him back on as soon as he jumps back in. Yeah, so for the second barrel, I figure Woodinville's great, right? Nice, great. Well, it's not even craft distillery anymore. But for the next one, it could be Nulu. I'm good with Nulu. I'm good with the Peerless. I think that's fantastic as well. So I want something else that's like another solid hitter, right? To kind of follow up. So the goal is to have something always in the queue. So we have something kind of coming up as we,
what about Old Elk?
Old Elk would be great.
Old Elk.
Ooh, Old Elk, like the wheat whiskey or the bourbon.
Is that
either
MGP?
one?
Either one.
Oh,
All right.
There we go.
There he is.
There you go.
There
Nate,
he
what's
is.
going on, man?
How you guys doing?
Hey, Nate.
Good. Cheers
Cheers.
to you, my friend. Good to see you, brother.
Cheers.
So the important question is, Nate, what are you drinking right now? I know it was Cooper's Craft earlier, but are you still drinking?
It's still Cooper's Craft. It's
Still Cooper's. Okay. Nice. Now, Nate, you're down in Florida, right?
Correct.
So how's the bourbon hunting in the bourbon world down in Florida?
It's hit or miss. I typically have to go to Georgia to find some of the stuff I'm looking for.
Okay.
Which is only, the border's an hour away, so it's not too out of the way.
Yeah.
I think Southern Florida has a few more picks, easier to find down in Southern Florida than they do in Northern Florida. But
okay,
I do what I can do.
What part of Florida are you in?
Just outside of Jacksonville and St. John's.
Okay, cool.
Nice, very nice. Yeah, me and the family we're headed to Florida in a couple of days actually, and so I'm headed out. I have to go to because I think you may remember from last year or early this year for the video bourbon hunting in Florida, but Sarasota Liquor Locker is an amazing store. When I was there, they had it was either 10 or 12 different barrel picks. Like my head was like I was like a kid in the candy shop. I was like, I want this, and then we checked out. I looked over at my wife. I'm like, can I buy all this real quick? Their selection is absolutely amazing. So gotta make sure if I know Jacksonville is obviously far from Sarasota, but if you ever get over to the other side of the state, Nate, please check that store out. They are truly legit, literally.
It always amazes me. My sister lives in South Florida, and she goes to Costco bourbon hunting for me. So I've got a good sister.
There you go.
But what she finds at Costco blows me away.
Oh, yeah, and it's weird because
Costco's awesome.
Yep.
Costco, Southern Florida Costco is different than Northern Florida Costco. Okay. So Northern Florida Costco, you can get stuff like wild turkey, rare breed. You can get that in there. But any of the, some of the other stuff, like you'll see, like the Kirkland single barrels.
Single barrel. Yep.
We don't see them in Northern Florida.
You don't?
What?
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's crazy.
No, are you sure about it? Are you sure?
I haven't seen the Costco's in my area. I haven't seen any.
Oh man, because then you're missing out, man. Because
there you go, Troy.
Yeah, I know.
This one is from Costco in Florida. I'm telling you.
And I'm waiting for it. It should be releasing any day now. That single barrel because they just did the small batch.
Yeah,
they just did the bottle and bond.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So true. That's a good point. So I saw David Cooper asked about Uncle Nearest. So David, it's a long story, but I'll give you like the short synopsis. So Uncle Nearest, down in Tennessee. So Nearest Green was a slave years ago, who actually taught Jack Daniels how to, essentially like really create like the Tennessee whiskey. So now the new company is doing a fantastic job. They're making some really good whiskey. Well, we were talking earlier about like the 1856, which is like one of their two core products, but they're now producing some of their single barrels and some like their cask strength whiskey, which I've heard is fantastic. I just unfortunately it has not graced the judge's shop here in my home. So hopefully I can find it. But yeah, I think the 1856. If you can get it at a reasonable price, like my man B Sim said here, like $50 somewhere, if you can find it near you, definitely worth it.
That's a good price right there.
Me on my way home.
That is definitely worth it for sure. Indeed, absolutely.
Lax, by the way, is a cool store. They got one in DC and then one in Beltsville there.
Yeah,
you can find some good stuff. They just had a overpriced Weller foolproof pick.
Yeah,
but if I would have been able to get there in time, I think I might have paid for it.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I hear you.
So it looks like Chris here was saying about the New Riff. So the New Riff distillery down in, well, technically is in Kentucky on the other side of the Cincinnati River there. Right next door to it is this huge party store, like liquor store, right? Like our version of like a Total Wine.
I've been there.
Oh, you've been there? You've been there, Troy?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's amazing, right? What do you got there, Nate? What's that? Oh, a New Riff. Okay. New Riff. Single barrel. I like it.
Excellent.
They're making some good stuff.
Yeah.
They are making good stuff.
Mm-hmm. They are. They're I mean, to me, I think they're one of the more solid, and I would say not like they're not as widely known as they probably should be, right? Not as many people will say, you know what, hey, I'm gonna go buy a bottle of New Riff, right? I mean, Buffalo Trace has that brand. Heaven Hill Products has that brand, but you don't hear a lot about like a New Riff, even though they're making some fantastic ass whiskey. They really are.
Hey, Judge, do a barrel pick there.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
That's
it.
a great idea.
I like it,
Right
Troy.
right across the river from cousin Anita.
That's so true. That is so true.
Yeah.
I might actually even get her to help me on that barrel pick and get her an Uber home.
Oh boy.
Because she would need it. She would want to taste every barrel, even the ones we didn't like, twice.
What's interesting about New Riff here is New Riff used to be here in Minnesota, but then Total Wine was their distributor.
Okay.
And they had a disagreement, so New Riff isn't here anymore.
Really?
So that's another one I have to go to Wisconsin for. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it's crazy for distribution. Yeah.
So how many miles do you put on your car going to Wisconsin every weekend then?
No, I only go to Wisconsin maybe once a month, twice a month. Even though
have you checked out Sealbacks for any of their stuff? Because they got all kind of New Riff on Sealbacks.
What's interesting about Sealbox is they won't ship here.
Shut up.
Yeah, I know that you live close to there.
It varies by state. It does vary by state, but hopefully you got a good cousin or a friend somewhere in a neighboring state that can hold a bottle for you. Sometimes
maybe Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Seriously, you know.
Yeah, Wisconsin's only 15 minutes away, so it's not that.
Oh, that's good.
Big a deal. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you guys answer this one because I feel like I'm a little bit biased when it comes to Michter. So I'm gonna let the four of you gentlemen answer this question. So I'm gonna start with Nate. What Deuce wants to know? What about Michter's toasted products? Good, not good in your opinion? What do you think, Nate?
I mean, it's fine. I've had Michter's toasted. It's fine. I think the secondary market on Michter's toasted is outrageous, but
yeah, agree on that one. Totally agree. Yeah, secondary in general is just ridiculous. It really is. It's insane. Yeah. What about the rest of you guys? What do you guys think about Michter's toasted product? No matter if it's like the bourbon or the rye, any of their other toasted products. What do you guys think?
I've only had the bourbon. I haven't tried the sour mash or the rye, but it's excellent. Yeah, but I got it at retail. Obviously, I'm not going to pay secondary on it, but yeah, it's good for the price for sure.
It's good for the price. It is. Yeah,
I think it's solid. Obviously, I love the barrel strength that I just picked up. I think that's amazing. But the toasted is good. But I love the Elijah Craig toasted barrels.
Elijah Craig is good. Have you guys the Penelope toasted stuff?
Oh yeah,
I want to try that.
Penelope is good stuff. Penelope is really, really good. Their toasted stuff is really, really good. I will say that.
I want to get a barrel pick of that. They don't come here either. So
that's one I need to think about too. I never thought about doing Penelope. Damn, you guys are giving me a lot of
write those down.
No.
Judge, you just watch this. Remember,
she's in the background. Mrs. Judge has everything. Trust me, none of this is possible without my wife. I will, as much as I joke around about her and everything, I have truly probably the best wife in the world. So she has everything noted for sure. She reminds me of everything I did that's good and bad.
We might be neck and neck on that one. Same thing, man. My wife lets me get away with everything.
Hey, Judge, I forgot to tell you that your Infinity barrel.
Oh yeah.
That you have. My wife is in love with it.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Well, hey, I can always send you another sample of it. Glad she enjoyed it. Yeah, please tell us I'm glad she enjoyed it. Thank you.
It's so good.
You should bottle that shit and sell it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. I'm glad she enjoyed it. It is a pretty good pour. I do like it myself. Also, it's definitely a good pour. It really is. It is. It's good stuff for sure. It is nice. Now it's nice to have good options, honestly, for some really good barrel picks. So you guys helped me out a lot. So all right, I'm gonna reach out to our friends over at Keg and Bottle and try to get this change it up a little bit. I had some other ideas, but I'm gonna change up a little bit. So that's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah. Mojo, good point. I would agree. The 10 years good, but I mean, hey, you don't have to convince me on the barrel strength. I mean, that's a no-brainer. I agree with you, Mojo.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, I'm hooked on that one right now.
Yeah. So Nate, we talked earlier about whiskeys that are coming out in the fourth quarter that were just like, well, I should say late third, beginning of fourth quarter that we're really pumped for. Anything that's coming out, if you look at like that Breaking Bourbon calendar, anything that's on there that pops out, you're like, whoo, you're talking to the wife. You're like, listen, honey, I got to get this bottle no matter what.
I'm looking for, I guess Remus 6 is coming out in October.
Yeah. That's what Mojo said earlier. That's funny.
Looking forward to that. Some of the other ones, the likelihood of you getting it is probably slim to none. Some of the what is it? What's coming out? Old Forester Birthday Bourbon, I think comes out in the fall.
Yeah.
I really would like to get the Four Roses limited edition. But if anybody's out there,
so hard, right? I know. It's so hard.
I don't know if you got to go to the distillery and get it or
I've never been able to find it.
I saw it at secondary here for $600. I couldn't believe it.
It's just not worth it, right? It's just not worth it.
No,
I almost wish they would do like the half, like the little mini bottles, right? Like this little 375. Like do smaller bottles so that more people can buy it. I would even
I like that idea.
Right? I mean, come on. Let everyone be able to experience just the greatness of that Old Forester Birthday Bourbon and so forth. I mean, it's just too hard.
Like this. I mean, I got the Van Winkle 12 year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I've had for 2 years. It's not open yet.
Preserving it. Nothing wrong with that.
Look, I won it in a lottery, so it doesn't really count. But I mean, the local liquor stores got it for $1,200 on the shelf.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
That's so true.
Yeah.
B. Sims, I did not know you lived in Maryland, man. You got to reach out to me. We got to meet up one day. I love meeting anybody in this from like Boston down to Florida, because I'm up and down with my work.
I moved from Maryland 2 years ago.
Did you? Part? Oh, where are you at?
So I lived in Severn, Maryland.
Oh, right around the corner from me. I live off a New Cut Road, so.
Oh, I know where you're at. Yep.
Oh, see that? That's like a big family. I didn't know that, Nate. All right, that's good to know. Good to know.
I grew up in Maryland. And my wife and we moved to Florida 2 years ago. So
awesome.
That's too funny, too cool. I love it. Well, I mean,
Florida
is not a bad place to live.
Vegas to see Judge.
Yeah, we even connected out in Vegas. Troy was like, I was like, yeah, I'm going to be in Vegas, and Troy was like, I'm going to Vegas too. I'm like, what? And then I was like, hey, text me when you land. Let me know what hotel you're at. He was like, oh, I'm staying at the Wynn. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, I'm staying at the Wynn too. I was like, man, I'll just meet you at the elevators.
Yeah. So we meet at 11:30 at night after I had worked all day and traveled out there, but it was a good time. It was great.
Yep.
Nice.
It was a good time.
That's what bourbon's all about. Brings everybody together.
Yep.
It really is. It really is. All right. So here's one product that I had it once in full transparency, but I was several pours deep, so I really honestly don't remember it. So I would love to know from you guys. I mean, because B. Sims talked about it, CZR just put up there before. Is this really good juice? Spirits of French Lick?
I've never had it.
I've
never wanted to try it.
Yeah, I haven't either. Well, I mean, other than after being several pours deep, and I couldn't remember honestly, but it sounds like it's pretty good. I mean, CZR noted it. B. Sims, which I know B. Sims only likes really good stuff, and CZR as well. All right, so that's one I got to check out.
Ask him where I can find it.
All right, B. Sims, you got the question there. We're at. And Nate, I agree with you. Frey Wrench is like Free Ranch is really, really good stuff.
Yeah,
Really,
I
really
was surprised when I first got it. I didn't know anything about it. Just happened to pick it up. I have the bourbon and the rye. And I cracked it open one night and I'm drinking. I'm like, oh, this is really good.
Yeah.
To be,
I was impressed too. I had it when I was out in Vegas a couple weeks ago for the first time.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You
It is really, really good.
You said you got
Mojo's said it was incredible as well. He had looks like a barrel pick that was phenomenal. I can see that too. I can see that being phenomenal. That's why I grabbed that. That's the bottle I grabbed out in Vegas, was a barrel pick from Total Wine. And I mean, I haven't cracked it yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. I have so I don't know about you guys, and I'd love to know, but whenever the only time I open a new bottle is when I finish an old one. So I've been like looking around in my various different cabinets, like which bottle is almost empty so I can open something new. How about you guys? Do you guys have like any type of like a thing, like when you're about to, pop a new bottle, like do you wait for it to be finished or you say, forget it, I'm just going to open whatever?
No, I basically have to finish one and then I open a new one.
Yeah, I hear you, Rob.
Yeah. I'm all over the map. I bring a bottle home and I can't wait to taste it,
Yeah. Hey, every single bottle in my house is open, and if it's not, it's because I have the exact duplicate already open and not finished.
So I want to be like you because I've got unopened bottles of bourbon on this shelf, and I try to go through and like open. I try not to drink the same bottle all the time. I kind of, because I want to open them all. I don't want to die with unopened bottles. Let's just put it that way.
I hear you, Nate. Not to get morbid, but I'm with you on that one. Nate. I hear you. I do. I definitely. You're absolutely right about that. That's a good point. That is a good point. In fact, my wife asked me. She was like, "Why do you open so many bottles?" I was like, "I don't want anyone else enjoying this stuff. Just in case anything ever happens. I don't want anyone else enjoying my stuff. I want to be able to enjoy this while I'm here, like now.
Yeah. No regrets.
No regrets at all.
There's nothing wrong with trying 4 different types a night. I don't drink the same thing all night. I might have 5 different whiskeys.
So true. Blake, I think Blake was talking about the Starlight. Yeah, I mean, every wine that they produce, wine finished bourbon is really good. Blake loves some Starlight, so that is like his distillery. Like Sagamore equals Chris, Blake equals Starlight. So that's a good one. There you go. For sure. Nate, so in Florida, what local distilleries, like craft distilleries, do we have in Florida? Like, what does this thing look like from a Florida standpoint?
So near me, I have Manifest. So Manifest is here in Jacksonville.
Okay.
Which, they put out some pretty good stuff. They have this is not a bourbon; it's a vodka. So they have a citrus vodka. So people are into vodkas. I'm not.
Yeah. Yep. So
my
true.
wife is, but I'm not. They put out a citrus vodka where they actually source the orange peels, lemon peels, or whatever to do their citrus vodka.
Okay.
Which is, I mean, it's all natural. They're not adding any flavorings or anything to it. So it's really good. So, and I don't like vodka, and I tasted it, and it was
still good.
It was good.
All right. Good to know. Good to know. All right. Good to know.
Yeah, Manifest puts out. So I have
Manifest,
which I haven't opened, but I tasted it.
I always like to know what's local, especially if I'm going to Florida. So hopefully, Mrs. Judge is still keeping with these notes. Fingers crossed. I may watch the replay, of course, but
a burr rye.
All right.
That's from Manifest.
Nice.
Excellent. Excellent for the course. It's 94 proof. It's nothing high proof, but
but just something that's nice, especially with like the summertime. Nice and just smooth. Like something that you can sip that's not barrel strength, not going to take you out.
That's the second bottle. So I guess
that says a lot by itself. All right. Yeah. I appreciate you. Thanks, B Sims. Thanks for the congrats, man, for the barrel pick. I appreciate it, my man. Thanks so much. Raider Nation Smoke Wagon.
Ooh.
Smoke Wagon.
Talk about Vegas
stuff too. What do you guys think about Smoke Wagon?
Dude,
love it.
I love it. I don't get it here either. Yeah.
Hey, I got a question. Do any of you guys get root beer from that? I get root beer.
From the
Oh
smoke
yeah,
wagon?
smoke wagon. Yeah,
I can see that.
I can see
Yeah.
that too. I can see that
Espe-
too. I kind of agree with you on that one, Chris.
especially from the because I got both the small batch and the uncut, unfiltered. Definitely from the uncut, unfiltered. You definitely get that.
Yeah, that big time.
Yeah.
And I love root beer.
Yeah.
Have you tried the younger yet, Chris?
I did. Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw. I got that bottle. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, and it's right there. And no, it isn't. Right here behind me, and I love it.
You like it, huh, Chris?
Yeah, I've already drank half of it.
That's cool.
St. Augustine.
So that's a Florida one, right, Nate? I mean,
I've heard of that
before
one,
a
actually.
Oh
couple
yeah,
times.
St. Augustine. So now that you brought that up, sorry, I left them out. So St. Augustine Distillery puts out actually pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
We were just down there a few weeks ago at one of the bars called the Ice Plant.
Okay.
And I had what was it? The old fashioned, the old fashioned or Manhattan, one of the two. I had one of their four, but they've actually got some pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
And it's gotten better. So when we first came down there a couple of years ago, we went there, but they've got a lot more selection now. That is actually pretty good.
That's good. No, that's good stuff. Yeah, I've had their stuff. You know, it's funny. I've had the St. Augustine at bars in Florida, and I don't know why I never just picked up a bottle. So now I'm like, I'm going to pick up a bottle while I'm there because I've always enjoyed it. I just never picked up a bottle while I was there. You know, I'm always looking for, like everyone else, you're out there like, oh, what Buffalo Trace product can I get in Florida, or what or what Heaven Hill product. So I'm going to pick up the craft distillery, the St. Augustine, when I'm there next week. So I will be there, and I'm grabbing one. So no matter what, it's good to know. I appreciate it. Good spot on there, Mojo. I appreciate it. Thanks for bringing that one up, man.
Hey, Judge, where are you staying at in Florida when you come down?
We are going to Clearwater. I forget the name of the resort, but Clearwater in like St. Pete area.
Okay.
So we're going to go to that area, just kind of hang out for a couple of days, me and the family, just kind of relax, need a little R&R. So looking forward to it. It's a good time of the year before my daughter goes back to school. So get a little family vacation and, which should be nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Do some bourbon hunting while you're down there too.
Oh, absolutely. We have a whole day. Now that has not changed on the agenda, no matter what Mr. Judge does my agenda. That's not changing. I love her to death, but no.
I don't think Judge where one is not set aside for bourbon hunting.
No way. That's like written in our family agenda. No matter where we go, we can go to Maine. I'm going to be freezing, but I'll be looking for bourbon.
Yeah, hey, I think that's the same for all of us, man.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's the good stuff there.
That's a good one. Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
There we go.
I mean, you can only find it up north. So
yeah.
The last time I was, I shouldn't say not the last time. It was the time before I was in DC. I picked up 2 bottles of this.
Have you had this one? There you go.
Which one's that?
Oh, the Isaac.
The wine finish.
Isaac cash drink one?
Port barrel?
It's the port barrel.
Oh, that's the port one, right? Yeah, it's the port.
I haven't had that one yet.
Yeah.
That's a good bottle too. That's pretty good too. I will say that's pretty nice. David Cooper's talking again about the David, you're right. I mean, Smoke Wagon's definitely doing some really good stuff. I did not know at St. Augustine you can fill your own bottle. Did you know that, Nate?
Nope, I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
so I don't know if that's something new.
All right.
But I didn't know that.
So
I'll be going down there this fall.
If I go to that
now.
place,
$150, but worth it. If it's cask strength, then maybe we can talk.
Judge, were you able to find the Smoke Wagon single barrel out there in Vegas?
It's funny. I wasn't able to find it. So I went to only, unfortunately, 2 stores because it was with work and it was just crazy, and everything. But unfortunately, I did not find a single barrel while I was out there. I did not. I was looking hard too, but well, that's not true. I guess I did go to more stores on the Strip, but they didn't really have anything at all. I mean,
the stores on the Strip had nothing.
They were really bad.
Or they're
really
super
bad.
expensive. Yeah.
There was a store on the Strip that had Elijah Craig. It was the A122 for like $3.99. It was the best
That's what I
joke in
mean.
the world. I laughed. It was
Jeez.
like, oh, this is hilarious. That was my last night too. That was a good joke. That was a good one. That
That's
was a good
pretty
one.
funny.
Yeah. Oh. So it looks like Nate might be in luck. Looks like Russell Reserve 13 hit Florida.
Wow.
When?
It hit here this week and last week. Yeah.
I'll
Brian's
never
like,
find
win.
it here in Ohio.
Or Nate's like, win, Brian.
Look,
You know, there's some bourbons.
Picks it up.
There's some bourbons that you just realize you'll never get.
Yeah.
And that's the
That's
one
so
for
true.
me.
Yeah.
That's true. There's some
I won't
that
get
you're
that
right.
in Ohio either. You got to know a lot of people, apparently.
Birthday
Yeah, it
bourbon
hit
is the
here.
one that escapes me no matter what. Like I can get,
Yeah.
I mean, well, and you know, because my connections are really good people, Pappies and all that stuff. Sure,
Yeah.
the birthday bourbon I cannot find no matter what.
Yeah.
Like not
Check
even, I
this
haven't
out.
never even seen it in the store like marked up. You know,
It was at my local Costco last year. I missed it by 2 hours.
oh,
Birthday
Oh
bourbon?
wow.
Yeah, the birthday bourbon. I saw the sign. I went in there and my heart just
You're
dropped.
kidding me.
I'm like,
wow, that
Yeah.
stinks, man. That does stink.
Yeah.
That's a hard one. You guys ever have any of those? So Rob brings up a good point. So I guess it's more for Chris and Troy and Nate. Any stories that you think back, you're like, I can't believe either I just missed it or I walked away and like, what was I thinking? Any bottles stand out to you guys?
Yeah, it was just recently.
Uh-oh.
That 4-gate 20.
oh,
What happened, Nate? What did you do?
Look, I was like, okay. So the night, I think it was the 19 and the 20 came out at the same time. So I didn't. Maybe it was the night. Whatever one was the really small batch. Was it the 20 or the 19? One or the
That
other.
was it the 19 or the 20? I think that was the 20. I think.
It had to be the 20 because the 19 or they flooded it off Stillbox.
Yeah. I think it was the 20. Yeah.
I got to get this, and I swear to God, I don't know. It couldn't have been more than 15 minutes went by.
Yeah.
And I went on Seal Box, and it was like, it was gone. I was like, "There's no way. There's no way
Yeah.
all those bottles went that quick. They were gone.
Yeah.
It was done."
Quick, just like that.
Just
Yeah,
like
it
that.
happens.
Look, when you get that text from Stillbox, if you want that bottle, you need to do it
Yeah,
right
so
now.
Instantly.
collection up there, right? I don't know.
Instantly.
So my
So
4-gate
true.
collection's up there.
Woo! That looks
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
That is
So
a deep 4-gate collection. Jeez.
wow.
yeah. So the wife contributed to that. So
Then you know what, Rob, you would
that.
actually love to knock on Sealbox door and have them open it, because I swear to God, like they have everything in there, but when they open the door to give you your stuff, because you can order for pickup, it's all
too funny.
4-gate.
All
It's
4
just
gates.
all you see is 4 gates everywhere, and it's like, oh please.
I'm
That's
still
too
looking for that Kelvin collaboration. I missed out on that, and then all of a sudden,
Oh, that was
that's
good.
why I found out that they couldn't ship here. I was like, oh,
That's a good one also. That's a good
Yeah.
one also. Oh, my friend Dirk is checked in. Dirk, I appreciate you. Thanks, Dirk. Thanks for checking in. The boy with the poor. The Philly connection. That's a good question, Dirk. All right, I like that one. That's a
Blue
really
Run.
good question, Dirk. So Dirk
Oh,
wants to
boy.
know, what do you guys think about Blue Run as a whole? What's
Pay
the
for the
thought on
butterfly.
Blue Run? Uh-oh.
You pay for
Yeah,
the
I've
butterfly.
had a
Hear
sample
crickets,
of it.
that's like a dude.
Yeah,
Uh-oh,
yeah.
that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you pay for the butterfly. That's all. That's
It's a
all I
lot
can
of
say.
marketing.
overrated
great
and
marketing.
overpriced.
It's a pretty butterfly, though. I wouldn't mind having it on my shelf.
Chris, you would put that on your shelf. I know
Chris, you are funny. You said it is a pretty butterfly. Oh my god!
It's kind of like looking at the Blanton's horses on your shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ooh.
which don't get me wrong, I have some boxes of Blantons back here, and I
Yeah.
have one on my shelf, but only because when I went to Kentucky, we went and did our tour in the morning, and of course, at the same time, they were releasing the bourbons like they do every morning, and we got lucky and got there on Blanton's Day.
Right.
You know, and so we were like, oh shit, well, let's go there tomorrow. We were lucky,
Yeah.
we got there on Weller Day.
So true.
Wow.
I hear you. Oh, we gotta add Nate back. Looks like Nate is having some Wi-Fi. Oh, there we go. He's back. He's back on.
I don't know what happened to my Wi-Fi, but
That's all right. You're good, Nate. You're good. So Copperwolf said he sees 4-gate all the time in Louisiana. Yeah, because they're in like So they're in seven states. And actually, I know they're actually just expanding. So my man Blake is going to be very happy. They're expanding to Illinois. I don't know if they've publicly shared that, but it's public now. Sorry, Bob, if I wasn't supposed to say that, but they are expanding to Illinois, so that's a good thing. So
Yeah,
that's,
I have to buy
that's nice.
all online, so I don't have a. Yeah, none of the stores around here has Forgate in the stores. So
No.
Oh, you don't see it in some of the Florida stores at all? You don't see it there?
not
Okay.
where I am anyway. No, I
You
don't
don't see it in Ohio either.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it's all good. I don't mind buying, off a seal box or whatever.
It's easy, right? You
But
don't. I mean, gosh, price with gas, Nate.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously.
Hey,
Chris, you live right
Nate,
down the road from Steelbox, right?
Nate, do you ever come back up to Maryland?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, because just so you know, but I don't know if you caught this earlier, you can pick up from Steelbox.
In Maryland, yes.
Like you can go to Steelbox within DC. You knock on the back door and they open it. And they give you your stuff. and it's all Forgate.
I heard they have a sign out. If you see Chris Bruno's picture, just act like we're closed.
Yeah.
I mean, because I just want to walk in. They won't let you walk in, but I always want to because it's love all everywhere.
I bet it is, Chris. No, all jokes aside, I bet it is.
So,
Man,
Judge, your sample of this is coming.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I had to wait on my sample bottles, but it's coming.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I don't know what anybody else thinks about this.
What is that?
I've heard of it.
Rifle Goat 15 years.
I really appreciate that. That has been on my hit list.
It's worth $200 a bottle, but
it's good. Is it really good though?
It's good. It's
good. I appreciate that. Thank you, Nate. That's good stuff, man. See, Blake is thrilled that Forgate's finally coming to Illinois. Yeah, Blake, you gosh, I mean that's pretty cool. I mean, I get all my like you, Nate. I get all my Forgate on Sealbox. So, but to be able to walk into a store and to actually just see it there, that's like, I mean, without having the, I don't care about the shipping, the $12 or $15, whatever it is, but that's nice just to be able to get it like on the shelf. So, Blake, looks like good things are in your future, my man. Good things are in your future. You'll be a happy camper for sure. Other than Starlight, which I know you love some Starlight. For sure. He definitely loves some Starlight. But yeah, no, I'm really excited about that. Dave R., I appreciate it, my man. Thank you very much. Hey, you have 5 drinking partners today. If you're anywhere in Florida, Delaware, Maryland, Minnesota, or Ohio, you got
there you
some
go.
drinking partners right here with you, my friend. For sure.
We got the country covered here for the most part.
Yeah, seriously, we got all over. We do. And Terrence, he one of our other patrons, he gave $50 to the channel as well. So Terrence, much appreciation, my man. Thank you very much, my friend. Good people. Terrence is a good dude. Definitely a good dude. All right. So I've kept you all long enough. So closing question for everyone. Closing question. All right. When you're out there in the store and you're like, you know what, I need to buy just a bottle. I want to know, does your heart go toward a bourbon or a rye? Gotta know. A bourbon or a rye. Like I want to know, like when you sit back and you say, you know what, I am a X guy. What
bourbon
is X? Let's go one by one. I want to start with Rob. Rob, what do you got, Rob?
Bourbon.
Rob, bourbon. Okay, Rob is bourbon. All right. Troy?
If you had asked me 3 or 4 months ago, I would have said bourbon, but I've evolved into a rye drinker. I'm not sure why. May have been that Michter's barrel strength that put me over the top.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
But I'm liking that spiciness of it,
Like that spiciness.
Plus
I like it.
Plus, rye in a Manhattan is the way you got to go. I love making a good Manhattan.
I agree with you on that one.
Okay. Yeah. Nate, I'm gonna let you go next. Nate, what's
probably a bourbon.
Bourbon? Okay.
But I go back and forth between bourbons and ryes, but if I'm in the store, it's probably a bourbon.
Probably a bourbon. Okay. All right. And Chris Bruno, why don't you bring us home, my man? What do you
9 times out of 10 it's a bourbon.
It is.
Yeah, but I'll get it twisted. I'll get a Sagamore rye every single one that comes out.
I love
there
it,
you go.
I love it, man. Oh,
what about you, Judge?
Oh, for me, that's a tough one, man. So I feel like
don't say scotch.
Thanks, by the way. I appreciate that as well. So I'm gonna go with almost kind of like Troy. When I first started this out, I was a bourbon guy all day long, right? I appreciated rye, but I was a bourbon guy. And then I would say in the last probably like 8 to 12 months, I've been loving rye. I really, really have. But like they say, your heart is your home, right? And my home is I'll stick with bourbon. I have to. I'll stick with bourbon no matter what. Even though I love rye, I have to stick with bourbon. It's just, I'm the bourbon judge, not the rye judge.
Don't get it wrong. Hey, rye is good. Like especially like the Pikesville.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
That is a good one. That is so true.
It tastes like bourbon to me.
Yeah.
It's that.
It does. And that high corn
sweet.
mash bill, it is pretty darn special. It's pretty darn special. So, you can't beat it. You really can't beat it. But hey, as we wrap up, I just want to say a huge thank you again, everyone out there. Thanks to everyone who stayed on for the entire time. I always like to try to keep these a little bit shorter, just so everyone kind of, we all have loved ones and family members. So I like to be respectful of all of you guys and ladies out there. I know Tony's out there as well and other ladies. So, but to Nate, Troy, Rob, Chris, all the other patrons that are on watching, the Cooper brothers, Tony, Jonathan, Terrence, Blake, everyone else, right? Huge thank you all. Much love, much respect. More to come on the barrel pick. That'll be out very, very soon, and I'll be sharing details. And just want to say, like we always do, my friends, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It was fun, guys. Thank you.
It was fun.
Thank you,
Amen.
Josh.
Next time.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
indeed. Always.